Adam here with Brooksaw Antiques. Today we have this 1964 Olivetti Lettera 32 vintage portable typewriter. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. Made in Italy and considered one of the best typewriters of all time. This was also made in Spain, and the Spanish version is pretty much exactly the same except for the color of the shell is a more greener than this one. This one is a more bluish teal. Up top are the margins. This is your left margin and this is the right margin. I'm going to set the left one on 0 and the right one around 85, and this is the paper support arm that flips up from the back. And this is the paper bale that sits on top. It's got 2 adjustable rollers and a scale. So this has 2 dead keys, which are the accent marks, and these are just traditional international European accent marks. So it's basically your typical Latin keyboard with 2 accent marks instead of the fractions that are usually on here or the at symbol. But it's a dead key, meaning that you have to type this before you type the letter. So you type the accent and then the letter, and that advances the carriage. So for now, I'm just going to hit the space bar on those 2 accent marks. That's the second one. Once you hear the bell, you're at the end of the margin. Hit this line space, get you back to the beginning, and skips 1, 2, or 3. Right now we have it on single, but if you want double, just flip the switch down 1 notch. It skips 2. 1 more, it skips 3. We're going to keep that on single for now and finish typing. I was actually able to type all the keys on one line because this has Elite typeface, which prints 12 characters per inch, a little bit smaller than Pica, which prints 10. And this is, from what I hear, a favorite for writers, is the Elite, which is a smaller, more business-like font. So on this next line, we're just going to print a sentence in red. To switch from black to red, you flip that switch all the way down to the red indicator. It prints the bottom portion of the ribbon. When you have it in the middle, it doesn't print any ink at all. It just leaves a stencil for copying purposes. When you have it up top, it prints the top portion of the ribbon, which is black. We're going to move that down for red. Beautiful. This is the upgrade from the Olivetti Lettera 22, which won multiple awards, including one for the best technology of the last 100 years. And this is an upgrade from that. It's absolutely phenomenal typewriter. To pull the page out easy, there's a switch on the right side. You flip it forward, it unlocks the rollers underneath the platen, allowing you to pull the page out easy or load thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock. Make sure you flip that back before you load the next page, or else it won't load correctly. Going to flip this down for now and put the color back on black. And this is considered an ultra portable, and it has a little zip carrying case. I accidentally hit the carriage release with this, but very compact and small, and that's another reason why this is so phenomenal, because of how they were able to create this in such a small package. Got a shift on each side and a shift lock on the left. To clear that, just hit the shift button again. And this is your tab set and clear, and the tab activate is that red button. Right now we have tab set on 10 space intervals, so I'm just going to go through and clear all of them by going to each one and just flipping this switch down. It's the lightest touch you can get with any typewriter, maybe even more light than an electric typewriter, which I don't work on. So now we don't have any tab set, but I always like to set one somewhere in the middle. So I'm just going to go right here and set one by flipping that switch up. And it should set one right there. Very good. So down to clear, up to set is very light to hit those, to touch those. So I'm just going to keep that one tab set there. Backspace on the right side. Very good. And this blank key is not supposed to be a 1. That's the margin release. When you get to the end of the margin, there's a mechanism that blocks you from printing. Hit that margin release button. It does allow you to go all the way to the end. Very good. Traditional typewriters never had the 1 key. They had you have to use the lowercase l for 1, and for the exclamation point it's shift 8, which is the apostrophe, backspace, and then period. So traditional typewriters, that's how most of them work. And the Olivetti Lettera 32, the whole Olivetti Lettera series, all left out that 1 key even later in the years. To pop this open, you pull it up from the front and it hooks in the back. You want to be careful with that. It's all metal, cast iron, so it will break and not bend, but it is sturdy and really heavy. The The more modern styles of the Lettera went plastic, but this is still the traditional cast iron metal. All the brand new ribbons loaded on the left side, so it's pulling clockwise to the right. If you want to switch that direction, behind either spool, you just shift it like that, and it'll pull to the other side. And that's meant to automatically reverse on its own when it gets to the end. If your ribbon has eyelets, which is the little metal piece, it'll catch on that and then swap back to that side indefinitely, both sides over and over until the ribbon's dry. If you don't have eyelets at the end of your ribbon, you can tie a knot and that will catch it like that. Touch control on the inner left, very inconspicuous. A lot of people probably don't even know that, even if they have one. And then you flip this down to tighten the tension. So, which is very important for this model because it's very light on the touch, and you can um, make tons of errors if you don't have your touch control the way you like it. So the farther down you go, the more tension. There's three options there. This is the lightest touch, like I mentioned, and it's very unforgiving. So you really got to get used to it. But it feels like you're typing on a computer, but there's no autocorrect. So be careful with that. And this is your carriage release. There's one on each side, and this is your carriage lock. You flip it up and and move the carriage to the middle. It locks it in the middle. Flip it down to unlock that. And left margin. And if you push the button in, sorry, left carriage release, not margin. If you push the button in at the end of the knob there, it disables the spacing so you can get to an exact spot on the page. You let it go, you get the clicks. Each one of those clicks is a half a space. And the same concept when you flip it back to the 0. This is your line space selector. It disables the spacing so you can get to an exact spot on the page. You flip it to the 1, you get the clicks. And you kind of want to be careful with that because if you activate that, then you lose your line. So if you have lines that are set up that you're trying to get back to, you'll lose your line if you push this button in. I would say that's mainly for documents if you're trying to get to a specific fill-in on a document. And this is your line space return. It will flip and swivel back so when you have it in a case, it doesn't damage that. And it won't go in the case correctly without that switch back like that. And this is cast aluminum, so that doesn't bend. It'll just break off, and then you're fishing for new parts, which is not easy to get. And that's it. Now available on eBay or Etsy. Search Brooksaw Antiques.